Hustle pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. What you gonna do?
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
It is a city that traditionally gets much less snow than its Buckeye State rival up in Cleveland, but we are under a thick blanket of the white stuff here at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37.
All right, hold on.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Browns nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
25-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Bengals take over.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, here's Cousins. He finds his running back, Mixon, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Cousins now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Browns nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw here. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He's brought down.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21.
No,
give them 14 on that one and a first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Hey, y'all get up. Y'all move. Move out the way.
Touchdown of the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bengals 14. Browns.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked
what the fuck?
We saw the forecast for this game, didn't we?
This shit made me fucking run out of bounds, dog.
That they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier. Danny Trevathan on the tackle.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
He's crossing. He's checking.
To throw is Cousins. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Mixon with a first down carry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 6 from the 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
The point is good.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Randy Bullock to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Browns.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
You gotta pick that.
Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw again.
Go get him.
Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 15. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Right there,
Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
And he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Browns 14.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Indian break on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down into half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Curtis Weaver. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
And I was asking her what WE is. She said that meant whatever. LOL, whatever. And yes, I do. And she put that. I said, okay.
Now Cousins. He's gotten a Joku over the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
I sent it to her. Yes, I
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
And I straight up told her, I said, good evening. I said, I get up off around 5. I said, I still need to alone because you ain't played the Edward. She talked about
this is out quickly to the right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Browns 14. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
I told you I was paying cash. You should have told me I needed to look at deposits still.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
I know how difficult I had my own. I wouldn't want anyone wasting my time. So
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
I needed it before the week was out. Let me respond to it. I ain't gonna be rude. Show your ass how to. Yeah, she tried you, bro. She tried you.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First down, Cleveland.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun to give to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Second down, Cousins. He's got Burton here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him.
And you deposit through the invoice and you'll get started.
You know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
The 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Mixon down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. This one into the hands of Burton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're pretty good running?
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. 42. Pull it good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Browns.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And again, it's Chubb. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I did. Daniel who? To do what?
He's just trying to get a job so he can get a house.
Do what? So.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
He applied for like 3 positions. She texted me that. He asked me this morning was it open. I was like, I don't know I can see. So I texted her. When I was in the car, she was like, call me.
Who, Daniels?
Yeah, she was like.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing here, Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Jimmy Moreland there on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins here to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On third down, Cousins. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by one more.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This will be their 3rd straight defeat. A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Today's final
big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Browns, not much has changed. It's another loss. They're 14th on the season. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. And for Charles Davis and our entire...
She back at me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a soul, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the